Is going on, guys? It is your boy CryptoMykel coming today with a good morning miners update, guys. I hope you're all doing well and fantastic wherever you guys are. It may be good morning, it may be good afternoon. We are behind schedule. I woke up late, and then Kroger decided to deliver the order right at the same time that I am normally recording videos, so I had to go do that. And yeah, they showed up late. It's been a day, right? So what's up, guys? We are back home. I mean, it feels great to be home. I had a fantastic time chilling at Mining Disrupt with all of our FA content creators and like-minded mining people, right? You know, Hawk was there, hobbyist, geek of all trades. Our boy Vega was hanging out with me, and we were recording content like the entire time. Mining King, as well as Vistang was there, DJ Mines. Yeah, I think that's everyone. But yeah, we were all there creating content for our own perspective channels. Takeaway for next event is camera and wireless microphone. That was by far, our boy Vega had the DJI set up, and with his Sony ZV-1, it was absolutely phenomenal. I was extremely surprised of what my phone could do while I was there. I mean, my phone records in 4K, but I was worried about the audio, and the audio actually turned out well most of the time. Of course, I'll be editing a bunch of video today. I'm trying to squeeze that in as well, because as soon as we got back from Mining Disrupt, it was back to work, and then getting stuff taken care of in the yard, because this week is my son's birthday, and we got the party here at the place, so I gotta take care of all that. So we didn't get time to edit all of our video. But we will be having a dedicated immersion video, because that was kind of the main theme, other than the word curtailment, at Mining Disrupt this year. I know that there was some really cool hardware. We're gonna speed through some of the hardware that we took pictures of and that we have here, kind of like right here with AlphaMiner. So as you can see right here was AlphaMiner's booth. I tried kidding, but I just zoomed in. This is their basic APW 7, I think, for 2400 watts. One that you would normally use. This one is a hydro cooled. It does 5400 watts, 2400 watts, 2400 watts. This one replaces, and these make it at I think it was 280 volt, or no, 480. Yeah, 480. That way it's a different level. It's kind of like what BBT uses these specific ones at his farm for his ASICs, so we don't have to step down power. But these are the air-cooled version. This is the immersion-cooled, hydro-cooled, and then the basic setup. So really cool stuff that they had at their booth from AlphaMiner, as well as we'll check out even Fog Hashing had a display of their like container. So this was the container for Fog Hashing. This is what they call the BC40, and how they set up all of the coolers, all the dry coolers, which are V-mount coolers. So you'll have 4 on this side plus 4 on that side, and that takes up the full BC40. Alright. It's kind of that top-down view of what it would look like. They come in, you can do these in quarters. So 1 quarter of this, which is the BC10, is actually 2 coolers on either side. So it comes with 2 dry coolers, and then the BC20, which is the double, which is half, would be 4 dry coolers, and then of course the full BC40, which is a 40-foot container. Alright. Now there was one from IntelliFlex that did 6 megawatts, and it is a 60-foot container. I have a video of that one coming out like extremely soon. We did a video on Vega's channel as well, interviewing them, so be sure to check that out. some of the S9 artwork. Yeah, this thing was $30,000, as you can see right here, for this hopefully dead, is definitely dead now, Antminer S9 that they had up for display. They had a few different ones of these, but I mean, really cool piece of artwork. If I was ever gonna do something like that, I like that one. And they have this cheetah one, and then they put two other ones out like right after I took all these pictures. Then of course we got the LocoTech stuff that came in. We have an interview with them as well that'll be dropping, so be sure to check that out. This right here is the magic chip, this little bad boy right here, and that is what all of these are, but these all did not pass validations. This one right here is the tester, so this is how they validate whether or not the chip is good or not. They place the chip, I'm assuming, on these boards. They insert the barrels to test validations. If it passes, I'm assuming they remove them, and then they desolder probably the chip. I would assume they would desolder the T1 chip. But that was LocoTech's really cool guy to talk with. So we'll have stuff coming up with that. Here, of course, was the proof of useful work dashboard showing both devices that were currently using work. CPU fans were non-existent. Here was the board that they were using. In this case was the B650 Aurora Pro with a Ryzen 9 7950X. They had two Western Digital Blacks, 500 gigabytes a piece, so that equals 1 terabyte of storage. Two 16 gig sticks, so 32 gigabytes of RAM running Windows. Here's the kernel version 11. So it looks like they were running Windows 11 in this situation. GPU power was 13 watts because it looked like it was semi and idle. There was nothing really going on. Free RAM, free space, CPU temperature, load average, and then current usage on the devices. Here was that booth. This was the rig that was shown on there. Alright, on this right here. Here was the OctoServer that they had. It was not currently running. I know they had a lot of issues with sustainable power at the event. There was a lot of ASICs that were supposed to be running and were not running due to insufficient power. So kind of a bummer to see that. I would have loved to see these working, but they were showcasing it on the other side. But here's what it would look like as you fill it up with GPUs, in this case the A4000s, and they're just kind of slotted in right here. The power is right behind this bar here. But our boy Retro Mike was lucky enough to be given some of these cables because he's pretty out freaking standing. I grabbed one of these as well. We can open this up and go over that as well. But I would love to know, guys, should we go to Cypherpunk? We were invited to Cypherpunk. We were given tickets to go. Should we go? Would y'all like to see content from Cypherpunk? Like, I need to know. Like, put your comments down below. Like, I would actually love to know if y'all would love to see content, because if we do go, I gotta book my flight now while it's still relatively cheap. Alright, so like, be sure to put your comment down below. Would you like me to go to a Cypherpunk and see kind of what everyone has to offer there at that event as well? Here was the Desi Miner booth. Homie just chilling. We got Victoria over here. There's the IntelliFlex container in the background. You can see that bad boy. Woo-wee. But here was the X16P as well as the X16Q that they did have on display. We did a whole video over that, as well as the iPolo booth had their stuff up as well. Here was the X1. We've seen this over there on Panda's channel, as well as there's the X1, closer video picture of it. This is the Hydro. Pretty out freaking standing right here, guys. This is the 900 megahash V1 Hydro from iPolo. Has a 360 rad. All of the 3 different chips have their own each individual heatsink, which is really cool, all piped into the same 360 rad. The 3 fans are on the inside. Hobbyist Miner actually got to break this down and tear it apart, which was really cool. And I'm extremely jealous that he got to do that. So, FA to you, sir. There was the picture of the OctoServer with the lid on, as it was. Here was the Flux sticker on it, but this is the heightened lid for taller cards. So if you have a normal size GPU that has your power pins on top, this is the top panel that you would be using for said situation, instead of the single slimmed down version that you would kind of see like here if it was just flat across. Like with these cards, you'll have a flat across lid. The lid would go flat across here because these cards don't have power on top. As well as my favorite thing by far was the Bixby Booth. And we are going to go talk to these guys and check out their farm in Houston. Or no, Fort Worth. Yeah, Fort Worth. So we're going to go check these guys out in Fort Worth, Texas. Check their farm out and see the immersion cooling that they do have. And we'll be getting a new camera and like microphone for that because we have to. Really cool stuff. They are actually giving away one of these whole racks, which is really cool. It just kind of slides right on out, and then you can push it right back in with this bracket system that they have. It just attaches onto each one of these railings, so that way you can pull this out and service it quickly and easily. And there's what it would look like inside. Really cool stuff that they had. Here was the setup that they have inside of here. So you put your S19s right here, S19, 19, 19 right there. Or in their other cases, they had M56s inside of there. This was at Mixbit. Really cool. I had an interview with them. Vega had posted it on his channel, and then we'll be releasing another video here as well. Kind of in our dedicated immersion video. But really loved their booth, and one of my favorite setups by far. They were overclocking their S19J Pros to 140 terahashes at like 5,000 watts on a stock power supply, which is pretty out freaking standing in my personal opinion. Yawning. So really cool stuff from Mixbit, and I am excited to go down there and thank them for inviting me. It was a pleasure. Here was Gecko Science's section. They had their 4 little USB miners, the old Mars lander in the back. Some kind of scariness. He said they did this on purpose. It's really terrifying. I saw it and I was like, I let them know, and he goes, oh yeah, it's on purpose in case someone wants to probe the ground. I mean, valid statement, but I don't know why you would do that. Here was Foreman's booth, their sitemap setup, as well as what their UI looks like, because Foreman is FA, and if you use Foreman for your mining farms, they're partnering with C-Power. So that way any farm that uses curtailment or is curtailing power, they will be able to actually build it right into your Foreman dashboard. So that way it can auto put your farm in sleep mode whenever you need it to, which is really freaking cool. So really cool to see stuff like that coming out for like larger industrial farms. As well as we got the Desi Miner that came out with the K10 Pro and the K10 Ultra. The K10 Pro, you're looking at 170 terahashes for 3825 on your wattage, which is a 22.5 joules per terahash. the K10 Ultra, you're putting down 170 terahashes for 20.5 joules per terahash at 3400 watts. You can crank up both of those models to a 200 terahash statement or hash rate right here. So here's your Ultra, there's your Pro. So your Pro over here is going to push 4900 watts for the K10 Pro for 2000 watts, or 200 terahashes for 4900 watts, or the K10 Ultra will put down 200 terahashes for 4400 watts. Really cool stuff here. They had a little OLED screen, which is kind of cool. You can cycle through some options, check out your wattage, your joules per terahash currently, as well as see your IP address directly from this little OLED screen, which is really nice. Hash House had their industrial PDUs out for their this is 3-phase, and this is their setup. Simple Mining had a very dead hashing board, like super dead. Maddox transformers, as well as Malici. This was another company for immersion cooling that I have to check out. So looking at them as well. And our boy Vega did get a video of these guys. So Charlie Lin was able to help the translation and make it even easier for the video on that. So shout out to them. But yeah, guys, that's what was going on at Mining Disrupt. There was tons of other stuff, as well as like the Brains control boards, as well as the Epic blockchains control boards. There's videos for all of this coming out. I have to go through and comb through everything. I'm a one-man show, so I gotta do my due diligence and combing through all by my lonesomes. So be sure, guys, to hit the like button, subscribe button, that bell notification sooner time that we go live here on the channel. We would greatly appreciate it. You all are out freaking standing. And of course, keep your hash rates up and your watts down low. I thank all of our sponsors that helped us get to Mining Disrupt, as well as if you would like to see us at Cypherpunk, put your comment down below and let me know. Much love, guys. See y'all in the next one. Like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. See y'all later. Peace. Stay savage.